It is literally 9:33 right now. I'm on the way to a podcast we're shooting tomorrow morning. It's really tomorrow afternoon, but I actually get to go set up, be ready for tomorrow, but I also get to be there tonight and stay the night there. It's a buddy's Airbnb that he's letting me shoot at. So I don't know why my flash is on. Probably not the smartest thing to do while driving at night, but yeah, I guess this is the beginning of the video. Let's get it. Here we have our gear staging room. Okay, so I got all my sandbags in. One's holding the door. We're bringing in our lighting right now. We got some of our cam cases over here. I'm about to go pick up 3 more. Grip and everything is right here. I'm about halfway done right now, so yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, stairs are super icy, and low-key earlier, like I almost ate crap. And that's the last of the stuff. This is the room full with pretty much everything. I'm just going to get 3 more vault cases. Those got the main cameras in it. But yeah, now we're on the way to go get the other cameras. We're not too far away from them. I'll bring those over, get all cams set and ready, and then we can start staging the set, and then we'll begin lighting, and I'll just take you along the process. All right, boys, so I'm currently now at the point where it's 1:30 in the morning. It's late, the caffeine is wearing off, and this is just not this is not the best situation. Like I should have thought through this a little more, but I didn't. So I'm adapting and figuring out what I can do from here. I'm gonna build a camera and then figure out what angle I'm gonna use. Let's see what we can do. Simple build here. 6K Pro with a Canon 16-35 lens. We can get that super wide look. We got our field world monitors for this because we don't need the Blackmagic monitors for tomorrow's podcast. We normally use those just with like the 12Ks. So we got these just to keep good monitor. The next part of this build is gonna be this side handle. We gotta put the T5s on here. So got the NATO rail on the side with a NATO rail Smallrig wooden handle clamp. Basically slides in from the bottom and it's in place. Then we tighten it and it's good to go. That's the rig for tomorrow. The first place we're gonna scout out here is this island countertop. And I'm simply just moving some stuff out of the way here. So we're gonna first test this shot out and see what we think about it. Let's see, we got a stool here and there. These coffee machines is good. Let's bring in our camera. Okay, so I hope you guys can see. You know, here we have an interesting situation, okay? We don't want this to look as much like a kitchen. We want this to look like a podcast. It just looks like a kitchen. It just does look like a kitchen. So this spot doesn't work. If the podcast's not just about cooking or kitchen cabinets, then this spot doesn't work. We scrap this place and we go look at another spot. Okay, so we move to the next spot here. Sitting there with a little bit of the window and the kitchen behind. I'm even thinking that having something like this. And so this is just all part of the creative process, is it saying, okay, what can I do with the space that I have and, you know, the depth that I can get. And it's just all problem solving. So I already like this window doing what it does right there in the shot. I am not mad at it. The thing we'll have to fight, what is outside of the window? Is it pretty enough? Does it look good enough? Everything tomorrow is gonna be in the daylight. We're looking at an overcast day tomorrow, so it should be nice on camera. But when will the sun peek through the clouds? These lights are flickering, I'm noticing. It's driving my eyes funny. I'm not mad at this shot, and I think that it's a good option. We have rearranged the room here a little bit. We have slid the table this way. The corner is now facing the corner of the wall, so it makes sense in your head, whereas before it didn't. This is cheated to look well on camera. In camera, this is all like zoomed in. So, you know, you got your subject left, subject right, and it looks even. Basically now I want to think about the fact that tomorrow when it's sunny, the light's gonna be coming from here. You know, how can we soften it as much as possible? Is there a way that we can black where you can't see the black. You know, like you get the light from outside, but there is no light actually hitting right here. So even if we can just take a flag out there and just block her face, we're good. You know, a Menace arm tube light or a Menace arm softbox right above. I always think that looks good for a podcast because you want this to feel like a home, but you also want this to feel very much like a podcast. As well as you could, since this table is white, you could throw a light bouncing here. But that's kind of where my head is right now. I'm just glad that even though it's 2:30 in the morning, I at least have what the set is going to look like, and that for me is the biggest win, because once I figure out a set, my head can start lighting. My head, you can easily put those cameras together and do an A and or B, a C angle, you know, one for her, one for him. Got a 350B Smallrig shooting into the ceiling. Right now we're on 9% brightness. This thing's LED chip is so bright. 10 out of 10 recommend. I mean, it literally is like maybe 5 or 10% close as the 600X by Aputure. And I do want to make a video soon on the comparison of them. It competes with the 600X pretty dang well. Here I just want to see, you know, what can happen with this light. And here we got in this camera here, you know, if we're counting on tomorrow, the lighting being the way it is, this shapes it nicely. Here I have light coming from this side of my face where the window is coming from, right? On this side, it would be similar. The shadow would just be on the other side. So tomorrow, during absolute blast of daylight, this could actually be quite nice. We have put a Menace arm Mathews combo stance here, and we put a soft dome. The reason why I want to do this is tomorrow I just don't want to walk in here and be like, this looks too flat. So I want to keep shape to them. Now you can kind of see what everything off. I put a kitchen light back there to kind of show off what's happening in the kitchen a little bit. Now this is with just this on, and keep in mind everything's going to be full daylight tomorrow, so this could maybe not even show up at all, but I'm hoping to be able to diffuse light outside and also shape it. And at the worst, just diffuse, shape, and close these curtains off completely. Now, let's say it's super bright tomorrow. Well, we have the 350 and the fill. There's basically a curtain, another window right there. And now there's white ceiling still. So let's say this light here is just not powerful enough. We need more light. Well, we can go all the way up there. That's 100. You know, that's 50 right there. This is 15, and that's off. You know, so with it off, you can see, but with this, we're still not losing this shadow right here on this side, because we want to keep this side dark. But this is what we're going for tomorrow. It is 3:30 in the morning. Getting tired. I think I should probably call it quits now. Good night. All right, boys, we are here, and we already filmed. Here's the guys. Here's Brandon.
Yo.
Yo, there's Paul over there in the corner. Hold on, let me go closer to him. Paul?
Really? Really? Get closer to me to
I'm
see
just kidding, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we did wrap on set. We already filmed the podcast earlier today. It went great. Here is the final shot we landed on. Just wanted to just show, you know, what happens here. There's the 600 coming in the window behind them to give them more light. It's just cloudy and overcast today, so we wanted more punch. You know, we didn't want it too dark because it's a podcast. So we got that countertop light in the back, giving more character. We diffused the right side of the window, and then, you know, we got this light lighting the subject from the top. 350 giving it some to boost the overall room brightness. Smallrig tripods, of course. You just start big, you start broad, and you just keep bringing it in. Just be creative and find what looks best. However you got to do it is however you got to do it, as long as it's safe and it doesn't, you know, break power boxes and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoy this, just kind of raw BTS. Hopefully it, you know, also encourages you creatively, inspires you maybe, and helps you out. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've had a lot of caffeine the last couple days. I'm sleepy. It's time to tear all this down and go home. So, love you guys. Peace.